Good afternoon, family. How are you? Today is Sunday, May 29th, year 2022, and it is Memorial Day weekend. I am out in my backyard. It's a wonderful, beautiful day. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but they said it was going to be in the high 80s today, so I'm sure a lot of you are out and enjoying the weather, and so you should. I wanted to chime in quickly today because I just wanted to share some information with everyone. So I've been missing in action for a while and I haven't been online. And part of that was because I was sick and I've been experiencing some ongoing issues as a result of that. But I do want to talk about my sickness. So I actually wound up contracting COVID. My son caught it first, and I was quarantining, obviously, with him, and wound up experiencing some symptoms and then testing positive myself. There are a couple of good things that I want to mention about the COVID experience. So first of all, we were treated very well when we went to get tested. Everything was very quick and expeditious when we expressed the concern about having it. And throughout the course of the sickness, he and I actually received all of the phone calls, but they weren't for myself as well as him. Someone from the Department of Health called us every single day to make sure that we were okay and to ask us what our current symptoms were at the time of the phone call, to see if in the previous 24 hours we had had any symptoms. And it was like a little questionnaire that they have. You answer those questions, and then basically based on what you say to them during that questioning, they'll tell you whether you continue to quarantine or not. And so they checked in every day, like I said. We were out for, well, in all honesty, I never stopped working because I just was working from home. But he was sick for about 7 days. I want to say it was like 7 to 8 days. And I was 10 to 11 days, I believe, before they said that we can be re-exposed, to the general public and go back to work, in person, and go back to school in person, etc. Yeah, I think for him was day 9. For me was day 11, 10 or 11, something like that. Nevertheless, he had the basic symptoms. He had fever, body aches, chills, and just overall fatigue, very tired. I mean, he slept like days. Like, he was eating though. He had a very good appetite. He didn't stress that he had a loss of taste or anything like that. I didn't have a loss of taste either. My appetite still was maintained. I did not have fever though. I had numbness, tingling, very, very, very bad headaches, but I'm already predisposed. So I suffer from migraines, so my headaches were just exacerbated. I actually had numbness and tingling on all of my fingers, and I had very bad diarrhea. My asthma was through the roof. I couldn't talk. I had a sore throat initially, and then it kind of just progressed from there. And the more that I spoke, the worse it was. I was wheezing. It was horrible. And to think about the fact that I probably had it mild because I didn't have to be hospitalized or anything like that. I think the asthma piece is really what kind of took me over the edge, because I'm not quite sure how I was getting through with that breathing, because it was terrible. And I had my pump with me, and I really tried not to move around. I tried to keep him as far away from me as possible because I didn't want to get anything else, and I didn't want him to get anything else other than what he already had. And we do have pets in the house, so that was a little challenging too, to try to keep them like really not in our face per se, like always underneath me, but that didn't work. They were constantly following me everywhere because obviously they probably felt that, something was wrong. So I'm here today though because on Friday, I was speaking with some colleagues this past Friday, and I was mentioning how I am still experiencing some of the side effects of COVID. Some of the things that were wrong with me while I had COVID are still wrong. Like things that were exacerbated are still exacerbated. Things that I didn't have at all that are now here. And they were saying that John Hopkins Medical Center in Baltimore, Maryland, is conducting a study on individuals who had COVID-19, took their vaccines, did their boosters, which we both were vaccinated, and I had my boosters, still caught COVID and whatever. And this study is to kind of help people to get over those symptoms and to see what they can do about stopping it before it starts, basically. Obviously, some of you who have had COVID, you may have been experiencing like a brain fog, or you didn't have headaches before and now you do. So they're talking about people like that, and they are calling us long haulers. I don't see myself yet as a long hauler. It's only been about a month, but still a month of migraines every day, because I still get headaches every single day. Didn't get them every single day before. I knew the triggers for my migraines, but now literally every day I have a migraine. They're not always the same intensity, but they are there. It's a pressure that I have, and I wake up with it every single day. And then as the day progresses, it gets worse. I try not to take my pills that much, or else I'll be popping pills like every 6 hours, 12 hours. I kind of just try to endure it as much as I can, but it's very annoying. And my fingertips are still numb. And they're numb from this point all the way to the tip. The tip is worse, and it's all 10 of them. I can feel my nail digging into my skin when I do this, but I type all day. So punching the keys on the computer is a little challenging. I mean, I've been working and I've been kind of pushing through it, but it just feels like, you ever got your hands like were cold, like you almost had frostbite or whatever, and then you try to get that feeling back and you feel it, but you don't feel it yet. You know it's coming, but it's just not right quite there. Like, that's what my fingertips feel like all the time. I had very bad diarrhea when I had COVID, and I still have days where it doesn't matter what I do. Like, I can put something on my stomach or not put something on my stomach, and I'm in the bathroom. It's just terrible. So I'm sorry to have to mention that, because it's a little disgusting, but you know, we're talking medical here, so it is what it is, and I do want to get this information out. So I'm going to be contacting John Hopkins on Tuesday morning. The program is called PACT, P-A-C-T, John Hopkins Medical Center PACT program or something like that. And I'm going to put the link to their website where they discuss what they're doing. It's a group of physicians. They did this research, and they're continuing to research, and they want people to sign themselves up. They want people to identify themselves and some of the symptoms that they're having, so that they can try to help you to circumvent it happening, even getting worse, or to try to help you curve what is happening right now. So if you are a person who has had COVID-19 and you're experiencing ongoing symptoms, you are too a long hauler, please take advantage of the link that I'm going to place in the description box below this video and sign yourself up. See what resources they have out there available to you. Do not be afraid to share all of your symptoms, because this is how they're going to be able to help other people as well as help us get over this. Because the one thing that I know for sure, I've had migraines since my late teens. I do not want to have a migraine headache for the rest of my life every day. I do not. I do not want my fingertips to be numb every day for the rest of my life. So whatever I can do to circumvent that, I am definitely going to do. And I actually felt that taking the time right now to share that information with you was crucial. So thank you so much for allowing me the time to squeeze into your day. Go ahead, go back and enjoy your holiday weekend, and I'll see you again soon.